Welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about dictionaries. A dictionary in Python is an unordered collection of key value pairs. Each key is unique and is associated with a value. Dictionaries are mutable, meaning you can change their content after they are created. Dictionaries are created using curly braces with key value pairs separated by colons. For example, I'm going to create a person dictionary. First, I'm going to name it person. I'm going to set it equal to an opening and closing curly brace. My first key is going to be name, and I'm going to put it in double quotes, type out name. Then I will put my colon, and then next I'm going to set a value of my name in double quotes, which is a string. And then I'm going to add a comma. Now I have a key value pair. Name is my key, Jerry is my value, which is my name. I added a comma, which is required in order to separate the keys, in order to separate the key value pairs. Next, I'm going to add age in double quotes. So the keys are always in double quotes, colon, and then I'm going to add a number, which is an integer data type. And I can just add a number straight in there. Next, I'm going to add city. Then I'm going to add a colon. And then I'm going to add a string of New York. Now, what I've just done is create a dictionary called person with the key value pairs of name, Jerry, age, 30, and city, New York. Now, just to go over like some of the characteristics of a dictionary, the items in a dictionary do not have a defined order, right? They're unordered. So they're just in there. It's not like a list or I guess a tuple where you get maybe you have an index. They're unordered. The next thing about a dictionary is they're mutable. You can add, remove, or change items in a dictionary. So that's one aspect of dictionary. Keys must be unique, though. Keys must be unique. Each key can only appear once in a dictionary. And keys must be immutable, meaning they should not be able to change. So the only thing that could be a key are numbers, strings, or tuples, but not lists. Tuples can't be changed. They're immutable. Strings and numbers can be used as keys, but lists can be changed. They're mutable. And keys must be immutable. Next, I'm going to go over some basic dictionary operations. So with dictionaries, you can access values in a dictionary using their keys. For example, I'm going to access the name key from the person dictionary, and I'm going to print it to the terminal. So I'm going to type out print, and then next I'm going to add person. And the way you can access that value is by typing out the square brackets and adding the name of the key in double quotes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my dictionary file in the terminal. And then there you go. I just printed out my name, Jerry. I can also print out my age too as well, the value for age. So what I'm going to do is type print person square bracket age. And then if I run it again, we have 30. Now, what if you tried to access a key that doesn't exist? What do you think will happen? Now let's try this. Now, what if you try to access a key that doesn't exist? What do you think will happen? So let's try it. So what I'm going to do is type out print And then I'm going to add person. And then I'm going to add the square bracket. And then I'm going to try and access the email key, right? And let's see what happens. So I'm going to run this again. And there you go. You have an error in the terminal. And what does it say? It says key error email. So it's basically saying it's not able to find that key in the dictionary. Now, there's one way you can avoid getting this error. And what you can do is basically type out print person dot get email. And then what I'm going to do is comment this out and then rerun this file. Let me clear this out. Now, you see what it says down here? It says none, which means none is found. So instead of getting that error, which can crash your program, you can just return none if none is found by using the get method. So basically return the value for a key if the key is in a dictionary. Else the default is going to be none. Another aspect of working with dictionaries is that you can change the value associated with a key. For example, say if I wanted to change the value of the age key, what I can do is type out person, square bracket, age. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set age to 36. So before we had age set to 30, I'm going to set it to 36. And then what I'm going to do is print out the value of age. Let's print out the value of age. Then I'm going to run it again. So before we had a value of 30 when it comes to age, now we have a value of 36. That key, age, has been updated. You can also add new key value pairs to a dictionary. For example, say if I wanted to add an email key value pair, what I can do is type out person, square bracket, type out email, right? And then I can set it equal to the email of mine, which would be, for example, let's just say Jerry at example.com, right? To use this as an example, right? What I'm going to do is now print this to the console, print this to the terminal. I'm going to pass in person, and I'm going to print out the whole dictionary instead of just the key, just so I can see the key value pair in there. So I'm going to run my file again, and then there you go. I have name Jerry, age 36, city, New York, and we have the new key that has just been added to the dictionary. You can also remove a key value pair using the del keyword or the pop method. So for example, say if I wanted to remove the city key value pair, right? I could say del, del keyword, person, city. And then I'm gonna print this out, print person out again. And then what I'm gonna do is add a comment here that says city has been removed, just so we can identify it. I'm gonna clear this out and run it again. And right here, you see before in line 56, this is where we added the key value pair and everything, and it's there. But here I've removed the key value pair of city and New York, and now we just have name, age, and email, and the comment that I put there in the string that says city has been removed. You can also use the pop method to remove and return a value. For example, what I'm going to do is type out email equal person dot pop. Then I'm going to pass email in there. And then what I'm going to do is print email. And then I'm also going to print person. And I'm going to run this again. And then there you go. First, right here, you see the email that was printed. It returned it for me. And it also removed it down here when I printed out person. So I only have name and age. There are other useful methods that you can use with dictionaries. For example, the keys method. The keys method returns a view object containing all keys in a dictionary. For example, let's do print person dot keys, and you must add the parentheses. So right now, based on the last modification, these are the keys that should be printed out, name and age. So if I run it again, we have dictionary keys, name and age, because I removed email and I removed city. You can also return all the values. I could do the same thing. I could type out print person dot values, add the parentheses, and print them out again. And then I'll only get the values back right here. Dictionary values. Before we got the dictionary keys, now we're getting dictionary values. You can also return dictionaries as key value pairs into a tuple using the items method, which returns a view object containing all key value pairs as tuples. For example, I could do something like print person dot items, add the parentheses, and this is a method that will return that. And then if I run it again, you see down here, dictionary items. It returned all of the key value pairs inside of a tuple. Each one is inside of a tuple. This is a tuple, comma. This is another tuple, comma. So that's it for dictionaries. Just to recap, I went over what a dictionary is, how to create a dictionary, how to access the values using the keys within a dictionary, how to update the items, which you're really updating the values, and also how to add new keys. I also went over the different methods that you can use to help you do certain things like print out all the keys within a dictionary, print out all the values, or print out all the items and put them in a tuple. And that's pretty much it. See you in the next video.